Elevated critical fire weather conditions will continue through Wednesday. Please rest assured that your County of Los Angeles Fire Department will be prepared. These winds, combined with low humidities and low fuel moistures, will keep the fire threat in all of Los Angeles County very high. I ask all Los Angeles County residents in the wildfire-prone areas to understand that the necessary public safety power shutoffs are important for our collective fire safety in preventing the next wildfire natural disaster.
I want to reemphasize that we do have a curfew still in effect for the impacted areas. That goes from 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. What does that mean? Simply stay out of the areas if you are not a first responder or have emergency business there. I know there's a lot of folks trying to get back to their houses. We are very empathetic and sensitive to those needs, but your safety comes first. A lot of these areas still look like they were hit by a bomb. There are live electrical wires, gas lines, and other hazards. We want to make sure you're safe, not to mention the health hazards that come with that information. I also just want to quickly reiterate something I said this morning. In both fire locations, we have current search and rescue recovery operations going with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office, our Los Angeles County Fire Department using cadaver dogs, doing grid searches. I don't expect good news from those. We will keep people updated. I'll get my next update when they're complete at sunset with what they come up with. The death toll stands at 14. Those were our numbers we received earlier today. We will not get updates about that till tonight. And I'll end with saying this. Regarding any illegal activity that may be occurring in these areas, don't do it. The fact that anyone takes advantage of anybody who's been victimized already, whether it is burglary, looting, or any other crime, whether it's a scam of some kind that you're conjuring up to make money off of the poor people that have been involved in this. As a matter of fact, I'm set for a press conference tomorrow with Chief Jim McDonald, where we'll be with the district attorney, and we will be with probably the U.S. attorney. They are very eager to prosecute anybody involved in anyone who thinks they're going to take advantage of the people who have been through this tragedy.
Our job remains to be the same: evacuation, and that may happen again in the next couple of days, traffic control and crime suppression. All of those things that are ongoing efforts, and we're getting feedback. We're trying to adapt what we do to be able to meet the needs of the community that we're serving. You've heard over and over again about looting and about the efforts we're making to try and prevent that, and then to try and hold people accountable who are engaged in that activity. We have an awful lot of police officers out there from LAPD out there looking for people that are taking advantage of other people. As Sheriff Luna mentioned, the curfew is still very much in effect from 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. The access that was provided on a limited basis is completed. We will no longer be doing that, and we're moving forward with the curfew, the closed areas for those areas that have been so designated. The new phase that was mentioned earlier that we're moving into, again, search, recovery of remains, and dealing with the downed power lines and gas lines that are in there. And again, with the winds returning, still a very dangerous environment. I want to thank everyone for the patience, the resilience that we've seen, the teamwork, everyone looking out for their neighbors. There's people, elderly people, people who can't get around that well. Reach out to them and see if they're okay, particularly in the next couple of days as things pick up again and things could become, again, very challenging. Sheriff Luna mentioned the scams. Educate yourself before you give. Everybody wants to be helpful, wants to donate, and wants to be part of the solution. But before you do that, do some homework, get on the web, and make sure the entity you're giving to is actually a legitimate one. I mentioned earlier the task force that has been assembled with our federal partners, led by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, bringing in the National Response Team. That brings in tremendous expertise and resources from across the nation and they work very closely with the LAPD Major Crime Section, with the FBI, with the LA County Sheriff's Arson and Explosives folks, and then others who bring expertise to the table as well. That will continue, and we will continue to keep you updated as we move forward with this. And again, thank you all.
This morning, Director Ward, Chief Tyler, and I accompanied the governor. We toured some of the damaged area. It's devastating, and our heart goes out to you. For the Highway Patrol, this is personal. We are members of this community as well. Some of our officers, some of the members of our department have lost their homes and have also been displaced. And so to all of you, our thoughts go out to you, and we'll keep you in our prayers. At the onset of this event, the California Highway Patrol went on tactical alert in Los Angeles County. That means 750 officers, 12-hour shifts, days off canceled. Right now we have 74 uniform members dedicated to fire assignments, and the others remain able and willing to respond. We're supporting the Los Angeles Police Department, Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, with general law enforcement, with road closures, with traffic direction, with enforcement of the curfew, and also enforcement of looters. I want to recognize our partners with the Los Angeles Police Department and Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. We're lucky in LA County to have two of the finest law enforcement agencies in the country right here in LA County, under the leadership of the chief and the sheriff. They both know, they have my phone number, they know any asset that the CHP has is at their disposal. In closing, I'll just reassure the members, the people that are impacted by this, the citizens, we're in this for the long haul. The CHP will be here with our other state partners. We'll remain dedicated to this, not just through the fires being put out, but through the cleanup and also through the rebuild. Thank you.
We have 1,800 boots on the ground right now from the California National Guard. About 1,054 of those are supporting law enforcement agencies across this area to ensure that law enforcement officers can do that work, ensure that they can do counter-looting operations, ensure that they can continue to do law enforcement operations while we man traffic control points and checkpoints across the area. On the firefighting front, we have 529 service members currently supporting CAL FIRE. 355 of those are currently employed with CAL FIRE. That's from our task force Rattlesnake. And 174 are continuing their training down at Camp Roberts, and they'll be available to CAL FIRE on the 16th of this month. On the aviation side, we continue to man 11 Type 1 bucket-equipped UH-60 Black Hawk helicopters. And on top of that, we maintain 5 today, 8 tomorrow. 5 today, modular airborne firefighting system equipped C-130s from the California Air National Guard and from Air National Guards across the country. It's important to note every MAFS-equipped aircraft in the United States is currently in California supporting this emergency. Can't say enough about our DoD, Department of Defense partners. They've been extraordinarily helpful and supportive throughout this. And I'd like to just reach out one time to the sheriff and let him know that if he needs additional folks, we'll have them there tonight.
Before I end, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the repopulation of areas that were under evacuation order or evacuation warning. This is a priority for the Unified Incident Command, not only for the Palisades Fire, but also the Eaton Fire. Unfortunately, those conversations are not going to begin until the next predicted red flag ends on Wednesday. So please rest assured that first thing Thursday, we will start talking about repopulation in evacuation order and warning areas. Thank you.